Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife. In today's McDojo news, we're going to talk about how an international fugitive was recently arrested inside of a martial arts facility in Malaga. Let's check out the story. Agents of the National Police have arrested a dangerous fugitive in the Malaga town of Torremolinos, who had a European arrest and surrender order issued by the German authorities for drug trafficking. The fugitive was located and arrested in a gym where he practiced martial arts, and according to the search report, was part of a criminal network dedicated to the illegal production of amphetamines and drug trafficking internationally. After being placed at the disposal of the Central Court of Instruction, number 2 of the National Court, and temporarily entering the Malaga Penitentiary Center, he was released and handed over to the German authorities at the Malaga airport on Thursday, August 31st. The investigation began in the month of May, based on information that pointed to the presence of the coastal area of Malaga of a fugitive from German justice who could be armed and use false documentation in order to avoid being discovered. Through various investigations, the agents tightened their grip on the suspect, discovering that this person moved around the city of Torremolinos and that he frequented an establishment specializing in martial arts. With the support of the Prevention and Reaction Unit of Torremolinos Police Station and an agent of the French National Police within the framework of the European Police Stations project, the agents established a device that resulted in the arrest of a fugitive. The suspect identified himself with an identity document that showed signs of tampering and was arrested for his alleged responsibility in a crime of document falsification and, in addition, for the QOTD enforced decreed by the German authorities. And as discussed earlier, according to the search report, the fugitive would be part of a criminal organization dedicated to the illegal production of amphetamines and drug trafficking internationally. Let's unpack that. Pretty cut and dry. There was somebody who was on the run, who was involved in illegal drug trafficking. He also falsified documentation of who he was in order to try to conceal who he was while he was on the run. During that time, I guess he's a martial arts enthusiast, and he continued to go to the same martial arts studio over and over and over again, which is how he was eventually caught. So the story itself is pretty cut and dry, but there's something kind of interesting that stands out as the question of the day that I think we should really dig into. Over the years, we talk about how to handle employees and how to handle people who are actually members of a martial arts studio staff, but we don't really talk about the dangers of the students themselves. Now, for staff, we can run background checks and require CPR first aid certification and put in checks and balances because they're staff, but for students, that doesn't really happen. Now for the question of the day, sponsored by X-Marshal. How do we vet students? It's very easy to vet staff, but students is much more difficult. Someone's coming to you as a customer, they're paying you money. We don't do background checks on students. So in your opinion, what is the best way to vet a student? Be sure to answer that question in the comment sections below so that way I know that you watched the entire video, but also so you can be entered for a chance to win a voucher from X-Marshal that you can use on their website at xmarshal.com. I'll be announcing the winner of the last question of the day in the comment sections below as well. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, memberships, and subscriptions. Keep the martial arts legit.
My baby got robbed the other day by degenerates, so she wanted to learn some new form of this self-defense. So she did her research and perused it online and found this tool said he could move shit with his mind. He called himself Seafood Paul Zimmerman. He got a dojo with a strip mall near Cinnabon. Now she spends all day trying to break boards with her thoughts, but the only thing she's breaking is my little heart. Things just haven't been the same, living strange since my baby joined that dojo. Joined our McDojo. Now she tries to